What is
What's up?
up?
Not
It's kind of weird to
Tuesday
be
night.
talking to you. Yeah, it's kind of weird to be
Mhm.
talking to you on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday.
I know. Odd, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit odd. I'm not sure if I like it. But
Oh, this, we have special guests, so we did it for them.
oh, we do, and I am super stoked to have these people on. I do know all about them. I did not, unfortunately, get the chance to meet them when they were at the Paranormal Rock down in Broadhead, but I know that they were extremely busy. Like their stuff was like constantly flowing. They were one of the most flowing tables that I saw at the convention.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to this conversation. Hey Morgan, I saw you down there. I'm not ignoring you. But yeah, no, like this is gonna be an amazing, fun show. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-warn everyone. We're gonna go ahead and put that
It's
warning
down
down at
there.
the bottom
It's there.
because there may be language. There may be, you know what? With these two, I really don't know. But it's gonna be awesome. Because they are amazing people. Tonight we have from Para with a Normal, Mike Gagliano and MaryLynn Bast. Sorry, the
You're doing
name that
pretty
I
good.
didn't think I was gonna butcher, I butchered. You did great. That
You
is the
really
first
did.
time. That is the first time in probably what, Gwen, 40 episodes
Yeah,
that
Wow.
that
probably.
I have butchered a name.
It
You
wasn't
did
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
He
Hey, Sal, what up,
practices.
dude?
You got his, and
So
his is the hard one for some.
like
Yeah.
I am like I am one of those people. I'm a perfectionist, so I don't like it when I do that. But it is
Mhm.
what it is. It's live show, right?
That's it.
Gotta take it for what it is. So, guys, first and foremost, I want to thank you both for coming on the show tonight. Um, I know it was kind of last minute, and we had to kind of throw this thing together. I had a cancellation due to travel issues,
Yep.
but I appreciate you both for coming on here and having an
Am I
hour-long
supposed to do something
conversation.
with my hands or?
Just hold on.
I don't know what's going on, but I'll do it.
I'd like to thank you guys for letting me come on the show.
Oh, he's grilling me. I get it. I
And
get it.
letting
There
us
you
both
go.
come on.
I like this guy already.
I
I,
told
I, I
you.
like this. I like this guy already. So but yeah, no, like I do weird mannerisms because I'll pause sometimes and I'm like, and then I do this and then I do that. You
Okay.
know how it is.
Yeah.
But so let me ask you. My initial questions are for Mike. So you started off with a background in hosting a comedy radio show.
I did. Yes.
So could you tell us a little bit of like what that's like behind the scenes? Because I'm sure everyone driving to work every morning, they listen to a radio show, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're getting the news, they're getting these little jokes. Like, what is that like behind the scenes? Is it more hectic than what they make it appear to be when they're on air?
I mean, there's a lot more cocaine than what you would imagine, but no. The reality is. The reality is, when I started the show, it was called the Rock and Comedy Show, and the main host, the main creator, his name was Jay Bird, and he went on to make a whole internet-based radio station, and he did as well as he could do, and it was a lot of fun. But um, you have to do a lot of like outreach, right, to get a lot of these, just to kind of get your name established. And for Jay was very chill, right? Like he was, I guess they call it straight laced, very just very kind of calm, but he had his comedic moments. Uh, and then there's me, and I am
Not.
uncontainable. Yeah. Which was difficult because we would interview a lot of comedians, and I learned that me and other comedians, it's doesn't work very well. But I have had the honor to have some great success with some, like Sinbad was awesome.
Oh,
Um,
Sinbad, are you kidding me?
yeah, he's
Yes.
great, man.
He is a
He even let us
legend.
go backstage after one of his shows to his VIP. Um, I got into the cupboards. I'm not allowed back at the Orleans, but that's something else. Um, Howie Mandel was great. I liked meeting Howie Mandel. We actually interviewed in 2010. We interviewed what's the guy's name with the ring? And he takes it to the.
Are you talking about Zach Bagans?
That's it. That's his name.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He takes the ring to Mordor or whatever, right?
Oh, you're talking about Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, right. He's the same guy.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah. So they look similar. We interviewed him
They do.
in 2010, and that was interesting. You know, so you get to meet. The biggest thing is when you're doing like a radio show. A lot of times, when you interview somebody, they are there live, right? So it's
Right.
not done over the phone, or it wasn't done like this yet, right? So you had to meet them live, and a lot of them have a lot of like particulars. We met this guy named Paul Rodriguez. He did this movie, gosh, in like maybe the 80s called A Million to Juan, Juan. It's where he gets like this $1 million check, and he can't cash it, but he gets to show people. And it was a funny movie back when I was a kid, right? So we got to meet him, and I was really excited, but he was so coked out of his mind that it was so hard to keep control of any type of conversation. But you find that tends to be like you have to deal with not just your own problems, but theirs too, right? So
Right.
it made for some really interesting, like I've made some great friends, but I've also made some pretty interesting enemies.
Ooh.
The biggest is I was such a huge fan of this guy, and then I freaking when we finally got together to meet him, it was so I was so we're definitely enemies at this point.
Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter. I can tell you.
That's right. That's Harry Potter. Yes. But to be honest, Zach Baggins is kind of like a combination, right? He looks like Frodo,
Agreed.
but he wears the glasses like Harry Potter. So,
Right.
but it was God, what's the guy's name from Rat Race? Where he's got the mustache. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm looking it up.
I've only seen Rat Race like once, so I really.
He was
couldn't
also
tell
he
you.
was on Saturday Night Live.
It wasn't a great movie.
You talking about Rowan Atkinson?
No, I love Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan
John
Atkinson's
Cleese?
amazing.
John
what's that?
Cleese?
Nope. Keep going.
It's
You're getting closer.
got Vince. I don't know how to say his name. Veloff?
Nope, not him. Keep going.
Seth Green?
Nope, keep going.
Okay. John Lovitz.
That's it.
Oh, I've heard he could be a pompous ass.
Man, he was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I have heard he could be a pompous ass from multiple different outlets.
And it sucked because I was such a huge John Lovitz fan, and I was so excited. And God, he literally, I love Mr. Bean. Yeah, Mr.
Who
Bean,
doesn't?
he could punch me in the throat, and I would say, "Thank you. That was great to meet you." You know, but John Lovitz can go fly a kite, man. I was so bummed. So you do get to, but you still have to like keep airs and.
Yep.
But now that was like 15 years ago, man. Like, there's no way he probably does remember me. That'd be the hilarious part. Like, we see each other in the street, and he's like, "You." I'm like, "You." You know? Yeah.
You. And he does that
but-
whole Hulk Hogan power up. He's like, ugh. Starts
yeah.
shaking the head.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, so you do get and Louis Anderson too is another one that was super flaky.
Ron,
Hey
how are
Ron,
you?
what up, dude? So you do get some that are just
Christy, I see you
weird
down there.
but you get some that are really awesome too. Like we got to, do you know Arnel Pineda? He's or is still the new or lead singer for Journey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah, we
love
got
me
to
some-
interview
I love me
him.
some Journey.
What's that?
I love me some Journey.
Yeah, it was great getting to talk to that guy, and they were so nice, man. So some of them like you would not expect to be just down to earth and chill. Like even Howie Mandel. I mean, even though he really is truly a germaphobe.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, you can't shake his hand, but you can give him the daps, you know.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's about it.
But he
I
was really
assume
cool
it's-
though.
I kind of have to assume even if you give him the daps, it's instant. He's got hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but he was super chill. He laid back. We chatted for like an hour, just hanging out. It was cool at the MGM Grand, man. So you do get to see some cool stuff, man. You get
That
some
is
cool stuff.
awesome.
Yeah.
So a secondary follow-up question to that, how does one make the transition from a comedy radio host
Drugs, typically.
to doing paranormal
Breast
investigating?
implants
And
as well.
I mean, I'll take drugs as an answer if that's your final answer.
Oh, I just wasn't sure what type of transition you're talking about.
Like, how did one go from doing the radio show to being on television doing paranormal investigating?
That's my
Like,
fault.
that's got to be a whole different aspect.
Yep, that's my fault for getting him into that.
Yeah, actually, that's how I kind of got connected to MaryLynn was I knew her from the radio show. We had some meetings, some run-ins, right? And we just kind of hit it off. She moves away to Texas. I was still doing the radio show, but I had stopped doing the rock and comedy show because his show was 3 hours long. It was every day, and it was just too much, for me and my attention span. I was like, I can't. Like, I could probably do like 1 3 hour show, but like every day, I'm like, nah, it's too much. So I went off, started my own show. I started the Mad Mike's High Power Hour, the only 15-minute show that's 2 hours long. It was great. But I decided I wanted to bring in a friend. So then I started this other show called Two Clueless Dudes. And, we were doing really good. And then he kind of got weird and left. And then some time
Hey, Russ.
passes. The Jay Bird, who I started the rock and comedy show with, he actually has the audacity to die. And just
Oh, that some bitch.
right, which was very. It was very sudden. It wasn't unexpected. He had some health issues, congestive heart failure, but it was very like, boom, just hey, I got a call in the morning at late at night. Jay's dead. I was like, oh, I literally was just there, and I had just seen him, so it was pretty wild. So I had to decide, well, what am I going to do now? The radio show, the station's gone.
Mhm.
I needed something to do, and I happened to see MaryLynn on a hey Kimmy.
Hey, Kimmy. Hey, Jeremy. I see you both down there.
She was on this podcast, and so I go on the podcast, I'm watching. After the podcast, I'm talking to her like, I'm trying to find myself again, right? I wanted a direction. And she's like, well, I'm doing this thing in Deadwood. It's a paranormal convention. Why don't you come down and check it out? I said, shit, why not? So I did. I got in my car and I drove from Las Vegas all the way up to Deadwood, South Dakota. I went dressed as a Ghostbuster. I wore a mustache so nobody knew who I was. I'm very famous.
Hey,
And
Sal.
I had the time of my life. It was incredible.
They're amazing people.
Amazing. I was so stunned because none of these, there is only one of me, right? So I didn't know how I was going to be. Yeah, I didn't know how I was going to be accepted, but everybody was so nice, so welcoming. And I found out that just comedy, it fits.
It does.
Comedy is born in tragedy, right? They really are just two sides to the same pendulum, right? So I felt like there really is a place, there's a calling for me there. And I happened to meet Shane Pittman, who is from the Holzer Files, 28 Days Haunted, The
Amazing guy.
Searchers. Yeah, he's also one of the owners for Beacon. So this was before Beacon had actually started. I had approached him the next con I met him at, which was in October, that same, like just a month later. MaryLynn couldn't go, so I went by myself to Virginia City, a very
Nevada.
very authentic Wild West type town.
Yeah,
So-
Virginia City, Nevada, right?
Yep.
Yes. So
Mhm.
I went, as authentic as I could. Well, I tried, but my Amazon package came and I went dressed as Woody from Toy Story, but it's close enough, right? But I get to meet Shane again. So here I am with this great idea, dressed as Woody, and I'm like, hey Shane, I've got this great idea. You probably get pitched stuff all the time. He's like, yeah, but not by Pixar. So I was like, well,
Fair.
let me show this to you. So I pitched Pair with a Normal, which was basically, a psychic / paranormal investigator, and an idiot. And I am the idiot, right? And it's one idiot's journey to find out, what is next? Is there anything? My dad had just passed away. My dad was not religious. He believed that when he died, there was nothing. And then my grandmother, she believed, she was Baha'i. She had a completely and entirely different faith. And then there's people that believe in reincarnation. So I'm like, well, I'm just dumb, man. I'm not religious. I don't know anything about the paranormal, but I'm 40 now. I want to know. Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, do you have to be a professional? Does everybody have to be Zach Baggins? You know what I mean?
No.
Mm-mm.
It turns out
no one wants to be as douchey as that guy, nor do they want to wear those tights of shirts.
right.
Well,
I like
Mike
the tight
wears the
shirts.
tight shirts, but
But the reality is, I was so worried that everything was, you had to be afraid. You can't go into a haunted house unless you're afraid, right? Because that's what all the TV shows show you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, there's got to be another way.
It's gotta
And obviously, for the psychic part, the only person that is within the realm of possibility was MaryLynn. Obviously, hey Bill. Speaking of
Bill.
Broadmoor,
No.
so they love the idea. We started filming literally like a month later, 2 months later, and we were actually the very first original show created and put onto Beacon TV.
that is fucking amazing.
And
Yeah.
with that,
Yes.
I do a shot called Spirits for the Spirits. This is my shot
Cheers.
glass. Ding.
Is that a Doctor
Uh-oh.
Who?
Nope, it is a.
Oh, it's a
toilet-
porta
is
potty?
Yeah, so you can get
I
shit
love
faced.
it.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, she's got the pair with the normal one. I've got
Mine's
those too,
just-
but I can't find them. I think my rabbit stole it.
So before I ask MaryLynn my first question for her, can I tell you guys a very interesting thing that happened yesterday that actually ties into what you were just talking about?
No, just start asking her questions, please. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, fair enough. So, my girlfriend Morgan is a medium, and once every week we try to pick out a location.
I'm
And
just glad you got
I-
a girlfriend. I thought you were gay.
You know what? That remains to be seen. We've not been in the same room together, but
Oh wow.
oh,
yeah,
Cheers.
y'all see how this show is going now, right?
hey,
But,
Gwen, you call it no.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you Sweet Cheeks.
That's fine. I'll call you Sugar Daddy. But
I'm fair.
so once a week we try to practice where I pick out a location that she knows nothing about because she lives in Massachusetts, almost 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours away from me.
Okay.
Our location that I chose last night was Virginia City.
Oh, nice.
That is so
That's
weird that you brought up Virginia City, and that's the exact place that we were focusing on last night.
Yeah, and there's a
Fantastic
great
location.
Mhm.
Soul Circle Paranormal, which is Tara McLeod, and Shane's a part of that too. Aaron Sagers tends to go to that a lot, who's another great guy. If you get a chance, check
Oh,
out.
well,
they usually do
apparently we're
two-
going to be in the same room at the Brawl, Mike, so get ready.
Oh, nice! That's gonna be great. Yeah, I will be emceeing the Wisconsin Beard Brawl. I'm very excited for it.
I will be there as a special guest investigator.
That's awesome.
I will just
Um,
be there.
You're just gonna.
I
Perfect.
won't be there because I have to work. So Mike is leaving me to work.
Oh
That's what-
no.
You have to work when. What are you doing then?
We're doing the rally.
That's not
That's
until
fine,
the
Bill.
12th, silly.
That's fine, Bill. I saw that comment. I don't know if anyone else did, but whatever.
The
There you
beer
go.
ball's
We'll
on the
make sure
6th.
everybody does. There you go.
This show has taken a weirdly
Yeah.
unexpected turn, but I'm here for it.
Oh, good. Nate wears tight pants. That's perfect.
Uh-oh.
Well, Mike wears
Well,
tight pants too.
Thomas-
so-
I'll have to introduce you to my elephant pajamas. Ask Bill.
Thomas, I've got to next time I see you, brother.
Yes,
Consider
Ron, definitely
yourself
need
on
to.
site.
But yeah, so Virginia City, the Soul Circle Paranormal. If you go to their Facebook page, they usually do one in I think in March or April, and they do another one in October. So if you're available, and you're looking to go to an actual paranormal convention, they show a lot of great places, and the people there are like family. We love them all. So I just haven't been able to go the last couple of years, but I have gone. That was actually how I first met Aaron Sagers, was at the Virginia City. So that was really cool. And Heather Taddy, who's just a phenomenal human being too.
Oh,
So,
I've spoken to her in the past. She's awesome.
oh, I love her. Absolutely. Yeah. She's great. I love those trunks with my nuts. Yes. Yes.
Bill,
And remember, you can always put Mike's Fruity Bits in your mouth. We try to
dear
have
Lord, what kind of conversation is this? I love it. I'm here
Oh,
for it. I'm
no.
just asking.
Ash!
So Bill
Yeah.
actually made a line of nuts for Mike. So it's his fruity bits. So you
I
can
know.
taste it like fruity
I know
bits.
all about it.
And I hear they're delicious. I have no taste, but I hear
They
they're
are
delicious.
good.
Yes.
I've tasted them.
So God damn it, y'all threw me off track. But look, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is one of my favorite conversations I've ever had in my time of doing this show. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
That makes one of
MaryLynn,
us.
you first discovered that you had these abilities about the age of 4, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So what happened to you that made you realize that, hey, I have this ability that I can see and communicate? And I assume it was a life-altering experience, but how did it alter your life at that age?
So it really wasn't life altering because to me it was just natural. I was sitting on the front porch and I was petting a cat and I was talking to the lady. When my mom walked out, she asked me who I was talking to and what are you doing? You know, it's like I'm petting the cat and I'm talking to the lady. And she's like, there's nobody there. So as I start explaining it, I told her what she
Love
looked
Victor.
like. And then the cat, you know, was a little black cat that I was petting, is like, there's nothing there. So we had just moved into the house and it was a smaller house. And the lady who owned it actually lived across the street. Well, her mother had passed away. She used to live in the smaller house. When her mother passed away, she went and moved
Welcome
into the
back,
big house.
Mike.
Thank you.
So that's where, whenever she was talking to her and we went over to her house and I said, that's her, because I saw the picture. So it was her mother who
She
was
said,
visiting me on
"Oh,
the
that bitch." That's what she said. That was what she
I did.
actually
It
said.
was like, it's that bitch right there.
Fair. I'll be right back. Continue.
So that's how my mom realized what I was doing. And it ended up being the cat that I was petting. It was also her pet who had gotten out of the house a couple weeks later and had gotten hit by a car and passed away. So that's, I was petting the cat and then talking to the mom. And so that's how it kind of naturally, for me, wasn't really life altering because it's something that's just day to day. I would wake up and they would be there.
What up, Franny
Interesting.
Banani?
What did you say, Mike? I missed that completely.
Oh, I said, "What up, Franny Banani?"
Oh, okay,
Francesca
okay.
came on and was like, "Hey."
I just wanted to make sure if it was a shout out, it was heard clearly. So, you already answered this for me, MaryLynn. You don't really care if you're called a psychic or a medium, correct?
Yeah. They're
Just not a
do
psycho.
both. Well, I've been called that too. So
Well, I mean, psycho is a completely different aspect. But
well,
do
I have a
you?
story on that. And my son, when he was about 5 years old, he's sitting in the car and I was getting ready to take him to McDonald's. And he's like, Mom, I know where we're going. And I was like, where are we going? And he's like, we're going to McDonald's. I was like, how did you know that? And he's like, I'm psycho.
So can I ask you, because that's a great story for the record. So can I ask you, do you, in all of the years you've been doing this in the paranormal field, do you believe there's a difference between a psychic and a medium?
Absolutely.
Or do you think that they kind of meld together? It just depends on what they prefer to be known as.
So for me, all psychics are not mediums, but most mediums are psychics because they can read what's going on the other side. A psychic just has different abilities. The mediumship is where you're speaking with loved ones or, you know, those who have passed. I can also connect with animals and things like that. So there is a big difference, but they also meld together. And it's just working on the different abilities and figuring those out. A lot of people have those abilities. They just don't know what to do with them.
That's fair. That's fair. Because I've been told a bunch of times that I have abilities. If I do, I have precognitive dreams. I will see things before they happen.
I have gas.
I mean, I have that too. Ask my girlfriend; she'll tell you.
Yeah.
But I have that same issue. So
But, you know,
you
most people do have some type of
Yes.
ability. It's just a matter of them tuning into it and using it for what it should be used for.
There you go.
well,
Which is
how
gas.
would you approach someone? And this is just a curiosity question, me aside. How would you approach someone that you could feel like had abilities that know that they have them but does not want to utilize them?
Well, that's where if we're in that discussion, I'm not going to just bring it up to somebody, but if it's kind of in the discussion, I'll let them know I feel that they have those abilities. And if they
Right?
want to kind of expand on them, they can. But it's up to you. You know, it's up to that individual person if they want to use them or not.
That's fair. That's
What
fair.
I will say about psychics, mediums, the whole kit caboodle, whatever, is um, I truly believe everybody has with them. You are born with some form of intuition, right?
It's
And
an
then you
inherent
choose.
ability.
Yeah, you
Yes.
choose as you get older, I think, to push that aside, right? Now there are some that want to highlight that. The biggest thing I can tell you is if you are a psychic, if you are a medium, and you're saying that you are those things, you have to understand that it is not about you, right? That is not the point of
Exactly.
being a psychic. That is
Yes.
not the point of being a medium. It's about others, right?
Yep.
So you have
Yes.
to, I just ask anybody that's in the field to consider that. It's nobody's, you know, going to question whether or not you are or you aren't, as long as you're doing the good work, right? As long as you're doing the good work and you're enjoying it, you're enjoying what you do in life, then that's fantastic. So don't do your absolute best to not make it about you. And that's one of the great things about MaryLynn is she doesn't, you know, she knows you can usually find the great psychics because they sit back and they
Yep.
just listen because they're just trying to take everything in, right? They don't need to be
That's
out there. They don't want to be like, oh, well, I saw, because they want you to come to the conclusions on your own and
Hey,
to
Tom.
approach them, right? Because
Well, and
that's
Right.
the
I'm
best
not
way for
trying to,
them to help.
and I'm not trying to prove myself because I already know what I can do
All
and
the
what
damn
what
time
my
she is. It's
limitations are. Oh,
it's
I'll be
ridiculous.
quiet. You just,
You know, you
but
guys
I
are
know.
so much alike. You boys are so much alike,
They
and we're
do.
alike.
Yeah. So I have two different questions here. The first one's gonna be for Mike, and then the second one's gonna be for MaryLynn. I'll ask Mike you first. Um, could you tell us what it's like behind the scenes of being on a TV show when I'm pretty sure you weren't expecting to have a TV show.
Right. You know what's funny is the very first episode we took place at Black Swan Inn in San Antonio was the very first time I'd actually done an investigation of any sort, and the very first time that Marilyn and I had actually worked together on anything, and been in front of a TV. So everything that you see is a first. So our show from season one, and we actually just wrapped and are in the process. We're in the post production part of season two, actually.
It's amazing.
So we're hope right now is like February if we're lucky. So we'll see. Um, but what you see, there's no writing, right? It'll say written by, but it's not. There's really no writing, right? It's all you just kind of go. And behind the scenes, you find out that it really is a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yep.
Some episodes go much faster than others, especially with, myself and Mary Lynn involved. I myself am pretty easy to work with, and I usually have a very clear view that of what I want to see in every episode. So that helps, but you have to realize, oh my God, there's coloring, there's lighting, there's, different types of mics. There's boom mics, there's shotgun mics, there's
Right.
lav mics, and you have to have all these things, and there's multiple different camera views and angles, and then sometimes like the lights just to see you are so bright, like you can't see, you
They
cannot see
whitewash
shit.
and they whitewash you too.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of that you had to learn, and then after season one, we go to season two, and in between, for those that some already know, some don't know, but on May 29th, I suffered a severe traumatic brain injury.
I do.
I've three hit my head. I shattered my skull in 3 places. I'm permanently deaf in my left ear. I permanently lost my ability to smell. I still can't really taste. It messed up my back, lumbar, and cervical. I just had my first epidural in my lumbar, and it's been amazing. I have to do the next one on my neck on January 8th. But when we went to go film for season 2, it's 8 episodes, but it took us almost 2 months because walking is hard. Everything hurts. I couldn't take certain medications because of the brain issue. I couldn't fly because of the brain issue.
Yep.
And MaryLynn was an absolute trooper about the whole thing, but it definitely showed this whole other side of, I had decided that I wanted to do this season because I felt like it wasn't for me anymore, right? I wanted to do it so I could entertain others. I want to bring that joy. I want to show that you could have feel good moments in the paranormal world too.
Yeah, you can. You can.
And you could grow, right? You can have growth. And being with someone like MaryLynn, who is a psychic and a medium, you can see that growth happen on screen
You
of
can.
me, which is great.
And it's not just on screen either. It's like when you go and you attend these paranormal conventions, like the people that you meet, most of them are such genuine people.
Yes.
They are.
And you grow that fan base. And Mike, I can tell you that I feel your pain from someone who goes every 6 months and has spinal epidural injections. I know what you're talking about. And it sucks.
Yeah, it was either that or they were going to do a full 5 vertebrae lumbar fusion.
Oh no.
And they told me don't.
Mine was supposed to be a 3 vertebrae.
Ash right there. She's been with me the whole journey too. She's been phenomenal. Season 2 is so great. MaryLynn and myself, we started our very own production company called Lost Goat Productions.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
everything from Paranormal is all literally us, from filming to editing to everything. And we're working on something with Francesca Garcia with Supernatural Eye, and that's going to be great. And we did a little something with Louisiana Spirits. That's going to be a great cultural event that everybody's going to love. And we've got a bunch of other things in the works that we're working on. I mean, we're not doing it for money. None of us are rich. None of us are making a killing. But
none of us. The only person in the paranormal that's ever made money off the paranormal is Zach Bagans.
Well, no, Dan Aykroyd.
True.
Yeah, but you know what? His family lineage speaks for itself.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. When from Coneheads. Yeah. So.
Yeah, his family lineage speaks for himself because his great-grandfather, his father, and his grandfather were all paranormal researchers.
They come from France.
I just love the scene where the home dude was chewing on the condom and thought it was bubble gum.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And then he blew the bubble and he was like, "Oh, I love it. I
would say I would ask that similar question, if MaryLynn has seen a difference from, season 1 to season 2. And
no, it's a great question.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you see what Ash put? Did you see that? You gotta
have passion.
You do. And once you have it, it's there. You're addicted.
Yep.
So
that's just the way it is.
And with my back getting better, I'm going to try to do more squats so I can put the ass back in passion,
I will play off of your question, Mike, because actually my next question was for MaryLynn. So,
thanks, Bill.
You have been, you had these abilities for so long, right? And then you come into someone and you're working with Mike, who has not been in the field all that long.
At all.
But I think he's catching on very quickly. I think he's doing a great job. But how do you guys personally overcome that aspect of, well, I have been in this field for X amount of years. You've been here for X amount. Like, is there any kind of, I guess you could say, tangible aggravation there when it comes to you guys investigating together?
Not at all, because I just love that Mike is so new with it and he's willing to learn, but he brings that comedic side to it. So for the show, it's really me just reacting to him with how he's doing things and me trying to teach him. And just he learns, but then he backtracks. So that's part of the show. But in real life, he is learning and he is a whole lot. He knows a lot. And after his accident, even his own abilities are expanding. And for me, it's, I don't get irritated with him, but on this show, it's, the frustration, that's part of the show. But again,
You got to play it out.
Yes. So what you see on the show is actually how we are together, even outside the show. And Mike is Mike. What you get is him. And it's 20.
I can tell you right now, I already love the dude. So
yes.
Yeah. We both love you guys, both of you.
Wait till you see my nipples.
So excited. Yeah.
They're great. I have great
What?
nipples. Yeah.
So you
They're, like,
obviously
perfect.
don't see all Mike's posts because I'm gonna tell you, some of them are a little bit risky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. So
It's
I don't.
true.
It's. I
care
am
And he
about
trying
wonders
to.
why the girls are all after him.
Yes. But my goal is I was a personal trainer for 25 years. I taught martial arts for 10 years.
I see your post. I also know you used to be a bodybuilder.
Yes. So I try to.
I do my research.
I try to. I want to show people, that despite even my severe injury, I'm still trying to find the best me that I can. With all of my faults and all of my deformities I have now, anyone can do the same thing. And in the paranormal field, health has to be one of the most overlooked aspects in the paranormal society. And it hurts me right in the feels because I just want to help everyone get themselves. I don't want you to spend your entire short life learning about the afterlife only to find yourself there and never have a chance to reflect.
So,
right?
Would it be fair for me to say that the health aspect, as far as people not worrying about their health and it's overlooked, I feel like the mental health of paranormal investigators is extremely overlooked.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Very much so.
And I think they're tied together. I think taking care of your physical body, your physical self, it will. I mean, honestly, it's what saved. I'm supposed to be dead. My injury was so severe.
He was, yeah.
I'm not supposed to be here, but I was in such good physical condition and mental condition that I've found a way to fight back from it. And the first few months, they weren't great, to be completely honest with you. But I just didn't stop trying to motivate, right? And so that's what I want everybody that's in this. Look, we all have health problems. We all have health risks. We all have something that's wrong with us in some form or degree. Guess what? It's called getting old. It's called having a body.
Being alive.
Yeah.
Exactly. So enjoy that you are, in fact, alive still. And do your best to enjoy that and make the most of what you've got left. If you want to learn about the afterlife, the best way to do it is to still be alive and actually take it as some type of intellectual knowledge versus wisdom. Okay? Whereas wisdom, it means you're already there.
Larissa.
Right? Like there's a difference between knowing somebody telling you that fire is hot and then you understand, oh, fire's hot. I know that intellectually versus using wisdom, whereas you've actually put your damn hand in fire and burnt yourself and you go, oh man, fire's hot, right? So there's two different ways you could, right. So there's two different ways. Don't spend the afterlife banking on your wisdom. Try to use a little bit more of that intelligence, Hey, Larissa! Larissa's one of my favorite humans of all time as well, by the way.
Larissa?
Yes.
I love her husband. I love
The
Larissa.
Waldorf
I love
Effect,
her husband,
her book
Alan.
on Amazon.com right now. Please read it.
I have a copy of her book, and let me tell you, like Larissa and her husband Alan are two of my most favorite people.
Dude, her husband's awesome
in this field.
Yeah.
And I will give them a shout out anytime that I have an opportunity to. As a matter of fact, y'all need to go and check out the Underworld Culture Con
We'll be there.
We
Next
will
year.
be
We'll
there.
be there.
Yeah.
In fact, Alan, the first time I met Alan, he actually put his hand in my front pocket, which was really nice of him. It was nice.
You do know
That's
it's like a prison thing, right? That's the hold my pocket kind of
Could have
thing.
been. It could have been. I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not
I
from
love
Jersey.
them both, and I'm gonna try my best to make it to the Underworld Culture Con. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to or not, but I am trying my best. But I'm going to push that event because I love these two people so much.
Larissa, when is it? What's the information?
I can give you
September
the information.
14th.
Give me a second. I
I
got
have
the
it on my
12th.
board
He's
over
got
here. I
it.
can't.
I actually have it hanging up on my wall. The
Nah.
Underworld Culture Con is going to be September 19th and 20th.
Okay, 19th and
2026.
20th. Okay. And then there's one in Maine that will be at
Yes, the
just
main
prior to that.
paranormal horror convention. I will be there.
I'll be
We'll
there as
be at
well.
that Yep.
Yeah.
I want to be. We'll see though.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
making our rounds.
So this is directly the week after the main paranormal horror convention.
Yes.
You do not want to miss either event. They are both going to be amazing. So Jeffrey last year, the event that he put on was beyond astounding. I was at Maine last year as a guest speaker. I was on the paranormal panel, and let me tell you, that event
Awesome.
ridiculous. When I say ridiculous, it was ridiculous.
We'll
But
be
I
at Gettysburg
expect-
Bash too.
I expect this year to be bigger, and I expect Larissa and Alan's event for Third Eye Productions, the Underworld Culture Con, to be just as amazing.
I'm really excited for that event. I went to one and I was unpleasantly surprised, but it was by Third Leg Productions. It was different. I was close. Wasn't quite the same. So yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wrong industry, Mike.
Yeah, it totally was. Yeah. But yeah,
I
I'm
agree,
gonna need a
Larissa.
bondsman.
It was. But Larissa, I also want you to know I'm pushing your shit, girl. Like you and Alan are two of my favorite people. I'm gonna push your shit as much as I can.
Yeah, they're great. We are huge fans of April Bussett too. She's just simply a wonderful human being. And obviously Danger, Michael Castro.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Great
I love
cats.
them also.
But yeah, man, doing Para with the Normals, it was a blast the first season, and it kind of was we kind of had a little bit of like almost like 2 years. It's been 2 years since season 1, and now season 2 is complete. So we're just waiting to get all that done, and then hopefully that will be announced with Beacon, and then we've got some other projects we're working on, and MaryLynn and I think in January we'll have the opportunity to meet Jack Osborne and do some things with him too.
Nice.
So yeah,
That'll be.
we're busy, man. We're doing everything we can to
Look, I will
keep life interesting.
I will unofficially on my podcast solicit you $50 to get me an autograph from Jack Osborne, and I'll fucking cash out.
Unofficially.
Right? We'll see.
Y'all
I
are
give
going
him
to
my
be in the same
autograph.
room at Broadhead, so there may be something.
That's true.
It is
So we
true,
also
and
have another
I
show.
had no idea until this show that we were going to be in the same room together at Broadhead.
That's true. Yeah.
And
Well,
I
you
am
better learn
so
the difference
looking
between
forward to it.
cabaret and cabernet.
Fair, fair. And let me tell you, I am so looking forward to it. So, so Mike, I'm gonna ask you a question. I see we got about 14 minutes left, roughly. Gwen, correct?
Time not to. Yes.
So yes, I'm a time Nazi. I don't like to keep my guests over any point what I tell them. So given your comedy background as far as doing the radio show, Mike, right?
Yeah.
I have to assume that at some point in time, because I'm not even going to sit here and bullshit you, I have not seen an episode of the show yet. But now that I know that I can go and stream it free,
Yes. you
I'm
can stream it
going to do
free
so.
on Beacon TV.
So where
At
can
least
people
the first
find
4
that?
episodes, I think. What's that?
So tell us, where can people find this so they can go and check out the show so they can
Yes.
subscribe to Beacon TV?
Currently, you can find it on streambeacontv.com, or you could download the app to your phone, just Beacon TV. It's a B with a lighthouse in it. But if there isn't the app, just go right to your browser, streambeacontv.com. You don't have to put in any information. There's literally a free to watch section down there with a bunch of shows, and ours is one of the shows that is right now currently free for you to enjoy. I don't know if it's the entire season. It might just be like 3 or 4 episodes, but I promise you're gonna have a great
But
time.
you know what? It's enough of a teaser to make
Yes.
you want to subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our episodes are only like 30 minutes long. You know, we're not trying to do gigantic hour-long shows. If you want to see a true investigation show, that's what, the Searchers or Ghost Hunters or that
Fair.
Brian and Rochelle's Adventures of Rochelle, those are available for that.
Thank you, Larissa.
But our show is when you need a break, you want something wholesome, you want to laugh.
The whole family can watch.
The whole family can watch it, for the most part. And most of the comedy is directed at me. It's not. We don't try to make fun of any. Every location we go to, we praise. We're not there to say, "Oh, this is a crappy location. Don't go there." Nobody. Look, the reality is, you could go to a place 15 times and see nothing every single time, but still have an incredible time. And then that 17th time, something could happen, and you're like, "Oh my God!" Right?
Mhm.
So even if we don't have anything that's experienced during our show, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go, right? That doesn't mean it's not worth.
So that's
anyway.
actually legitimately what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Because to me, like, I have been investigating the paranormal for 19 years come July. So I've been in this field a very long time, and I have been to many different locations, and you don't always experience anything. But
Right.
sometimes you want to add that excitement. So would I be wrong to assume that if you guys are in a location for 8 or 9 hours, that there's a few jump scares that are purposely done?
I mean, if you're stuck somewhere for 8 or 9 hours, you just give me 8 to 9 minutes. I'm probably going to jump scare you because I'm just going to get bored, man.
He tries to scare me, but I don't startle that easy. But he's
I don't
tried.
either.
Yeah.
I've gotten him.
Yeah.
I don't either.
But I
you know
get
what?
people a lot. I get people a lot.
Because he's stealthy and he'll just stand there, and then they come around the corner and you'll hear him scream. I think he almost made one girl pee her pants.
Oh
Yes.
no.
And I
Yeah,
think that's
Shayna.
I
Thanks,
think
Larissa.
that's what a lot of people lose in context when it comes to paranormal television, is they see an hour-long show and they think it's constant activity. When in all actuality, it's not. You can go in there and you can sit in a location for 8 or 9 hours and might experience 1 or 2 things. So when it comes to certain mainstream shows, I'm not. I'll just say Ghost Adventures, right? They do their lockdowns, right? But they are at the location for 2 or 3 days, whether or not you realize it, because they say they're there for 1. But they take all of that and they kind of culminize it into an hour-long show to make the show interesting. It's what's called editing for the channel.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
And this is where I would just tell people, when you go into a location that you've heard is haunted,
Thank you, Larissa.
it's not a final boss fight, guys. This is more of the Iliad, right?
Yes.
It is an epic journey quest with twists, turns. Some things will be uneventful. Some things will shatter you to the core, right? You don't know what it's going to be. You just have to live the moment, right? Understand it, appreciate it, and stop asking the 1% questions. Start asking the other 99% about the lives of people that maybe you're interested in, right? Because most people ask about that last percent because that's where the trauma took place.
Did you die? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you're dead. Do you know you're dead? How'd you die? Did it hurt? Yeah, it fucking hurt. Come on.
Of course, it
Or
fucking
the
hurt. You
robot.
died.
Yeah, do the robot. What is your name? Yeah, that. Yeah.
But sometimes you got to ask that there's a whole life that was still lived, even with kids. You know what I mean? They had toys, they had aspirations, they had dreams, they had playtime, they had make believe. And a lot of times I tell people, when you go onto these investigations, in a way, you're it's kind of like role playing. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Yes.
like playing D&D, man. You've got to realize that there's all these other characters around you that you don't know yet. So you've got to help them remember their backstory, right?
Yes,
Not
absolutely.
so just always just go in with it with that pleasant thought that maybe nothing will happen, maybe something will happen. Either way, the goal is to experience and have a good time.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Because
Right?
if
it
you go
is.
in expecting it to happen, you can pretty much guarantee that it's not going to.
Right. Yeah.
I go into a location with zero expectation
Yep.
because
You have
I'm a
to.
skeptic. I am by my nature a skeptic. I will go in and I will try to disprove everything. And it's very rare that I come across a location that can leave me flabbergasted. I will tell you that Broadhead Manor did that.
Oh,
Yes,
Broadhead's
it
great.
did.
And this is why I am so excited to return in June for the Bearded Brawl. Because I'll be working with Vince Colleen as a co-lead investigator. And my medium, Morgan Caldwell, who is also my girlfriend, she will be joining us for that as well. And I am so hoping that I can
Morgan
get
Caldwell.
down Morgan Caldwell.
Do we call her like Momo for short?
Call her whatever you want. I don't
But
care.
I'm not that
Momo.
brave. Mm-mm.
No, that might not go well for me after the
Oh,
show, but you can call it
okay.
whatever you want. Okay.
Okay.
But no, like it's gonna be a great
More money, more
event.
problems.
And I am so happy that you guys you're gonna be there. Like I didn't know you were gonna be there.
Yes, I'll be emceeing the event. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I do not have a beard. I've tried to grow one. I look like a crackhead. It's terrible.
So why would I
Yeah,
grow my
it's awful. I look like I'm like 21 days off of meth. It's not great, guys. I can't.
21 days off of meth? That's
Yeah, it's bad, dude. I don't have it. So the guys that are going to
dude,
show up there who have
you just
actual beards,
created
I
a
applaud.
you just created a TV show concept that I can get behind.
Right?
Oh, Lord.
Right? Yeah, Hell House
But
would be good for him. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a great event, and like let me tell you, like I'm looking forward to this whole aspect because I love what you guys do. I love the comedy aspect you bring. I love the serious aspect that MaryLynn brings, and which actually leads me to my second to final question because I typically have my 3-question thing that I end the show with. So MaryLynn, during your time of doing this, as far as being a medium, has there ever been a case that you've investigated that just resonates with you, that hits you harder than any other case you've ever investigated? As far as it's unforgettable for you. It hit you in the feels.
There's several of those, but the one for the location wise, it was Trans-Allegheny. And going into the lobotomy area, there's just so many spirits that were there, especially children that didn't understand what was going on. And that's the only location that I've actually had to leave to get myself under control and go back in. So that's the one for me that is just the feels there. And it's really hard when you know kids are involved.
That's fair. That's fair. So I end off my podcast every night because I see we got about 4 minutes left with 3 questions, and I'm going to ask you both individually. So, MaryLynn, starting with you because you're on my left side, you have one location that you can go to. Travel price is non-existent. You can travel wherever you want. If there's a haunted location that you want to go to visit that you've never been to, your bucket list, where are you going?
Transylvania. I want to go to the Transylvania Castle.
Oh, we talking about Cemetery Perturne?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So, Mike, same question. Travel expenses, lodging aside, you have free reign. Where are you going?
Well, first and foremost, the hardest hitting for me was the sidewalk in Beverly Hills.
That
But
does
aside from
not
that,
count.
well, for me, so an interesting choice for me is obviously I love Vlad's Castle. That's a great one. But I would love to to find a way to go to Chernobyl.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we've talked about
Yes.
that a lot.
Yep.
I think it's so not only to me does it just have this feel from like what it must be paranormally as far as the ghosts of the people that had passed there,
Oh, absolutely.
trying to fight the radioactive fires and whatnot, but also it's literally like the ghosts of the objects that remain, that
Yes.
never left, right? That are still there. And then the weird post-apocalyptic change, and like I think they mentioned it. There's now dogs there that are turning blue.
Yes.
There's
I've heard about
a
that.
new type of a mold that is eating the radioactivity. So I mean, there's some incredible. It shows that life sometimes can just find a way, right? So I'd love to see. I'd love to see that. I think that would be really cool. And I'm going to put this one on here because this is just a new one that's kind of come out. If there was a way, I would love to try to find a way to get underneath the pyramids of Gaza.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Giza?
Giza.
Giza.
Yeah, Giza. Yeah, I would love to try to get underneath those, because they did that whole LiDAR thing, and they think there's a lot under there still. So that would be really awesome.
I like
it. I like it. So for MaryLynn, we're going to Dracula's castle.
Yep.
You got one person that you can bring with you. They can be alive or dead, and they do not have to be involved in the paranormal. Who are you bringing with you, and why?
I still have to choose Mike because he just makes everything fun wherever we go, and it's always an adventure. Never know what to expect.
Fair.
I would have picked Ed Gein because I could use him as a puppet because he's already dead.
Ed Gein.
Yeah.
See, I'm the serious one.
You know what? I'm going to respect the answer though.
I get.
So MaryLynn, you're going to Dracula's castle and you're bringing Mike with you. And you have one piece of paranormal equipment. Now, your own abilities aside, because they do not count. What piece of equipment are you bringing with you and why?
I think for me, the recorders, so that way EVP, because it usually picks up the EVP, so that way you can hear what's being said and what's being done. Everything else, like I said, I can feel that. So just the recorder is the best way to be able to listen back.
Right. I like it. So, Mike, you heard the question, brother. I know you're going to the pyramids of Giza, though, not Dracula's castle.
Well,
but
I would still pick Chernobyl.
Same
probably.
Ending.
Chernobyl would be my number one.
Okay, so we're going to Chernobyl.
I would definitely do Chernobyl. I mean, Ed Gein's still on the table, or no? It'd be okay.
Yeah, if that's the person you want to bring with you, we go look at Chernobyl. You want to bring Ed Gein.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, would I have to carry him? Because I mean, he is already dead.
No, he's going to be alive when you take him.
Oh, that's too weird. Then I'll stick with MaryLynn. Yeah. I would just prefer him to be dead, This
is the best final answer I've ever heard.
Yeah. I think he would just creep me out after so long.
Okay.
I'll be like,
so
bro, stop talking about your mom. Like,
we're going to Chernobyl. You're bringing MaryLynn. What piece of equipment do you want to bring with you that you think would be the best and why? Like, I can't even ask this.
A Geiger counter. I don't want to die.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Excellent choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just. I think you would already be spooked out enough. I don't think there's any reason to bring any other equipment. I've already got MaryLynn. She's like a dowsing rod. Without the dowsing rods, I'm like one rod. So.
But you know what? I have to give you credit for creativity because I don't think anyone would have ever thought, hey, if I'm going to Chernobyl, I need a radiation detector.
That's true.
I need a Geiger counter.
Yeah.
Yep.
I respect that 150% because you want to know when you're hitting that dead zone where you're like, hey, I shouldn't fucking be here.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. There has to be a point. There has to be a line that you can draw, right?
I love that. I love that. But guys, I thank you so much. We have reached our time frame. I would love nothing more than to book you guys for another show later on this year, if you're or
Yes.
next year technically, if you're
We're
interested.
down.
Yep.
So what I'll do is I'll have Gwen drop you guys back in the background, and I thank you both so much for coming on
Yes.
the show
Thank you
tonight.
guys.
I think it was fun. I think it was excellent. Like, I really enjoyed the conversation. This is probably one of my favorite shows that I've done so far.
I
And
know.
yes, I said that in one breath. Hence the reason.
Yes. Thank you guys. Between Mike and Nate, MaryLynn and myself haven't got to say much, but it has been great. So hang on just a minute. I want to
Fun.
As usual, I sit back and listen, and he does the talking, and I just interject when I need to.
There you
Yep.
go. That's me. So yeah.
Well,
All
look,
right. I'm gonna
I
drop you guys back.
I had 34 questions written down. We'll get to the other like 10 or 15 next time I have you guys on.
There you go.
Yeah. Good luck with that. All right. I'm gonna drop you in the back, guys.
So that was a great show.
Yes.
I coming into it, I knew about them, but I've not personally spoken to them, so I wasn't exactly sure how the show was going to go. But I can tell you, like, that is by far one of my favorite shows that I have done since I have started this podcast.
I agree. And I picked them. I want that for the record
You
out
did.
there.
You did.
I
You did.
picked them. I said,
I did
"Oh
not.
yes, this is who I want. This is who I want." So, thank you for letting me.
No,
Thank you.
absolutely. I enjoyed the conversation. I thought it was very insightful. Mike is hilarious.
Yes.
And MaryLynn, she knows her stuff. It was just overall a great show. And I feel like that is a proper show to wrap in the new year.
You are it. Yes, that is the best. Yes.
So my first show coming next year is going to be Medium Morgan Caldwell. And I will be at a new time frame for everyone out there watching. My show will no longer be at 9:30 p.m. It will be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.
On Wednesday
So,
nights.
on Wednesday nights. Day has not changed. Time frame has.
Mhm.
But I look forward to having all of you join back in. And you know what? I would say I'd see you next week. Same spooky time, same spooky network. But it's going to be same spooky network, just an hour and a half earlier. So I look forward to seeing all of y'all next week when I have Medium Morgan Caldwell on the show. You're not going to want to miss it.
Abil.
And I bid you all adieu until next year. Happy New Year. Be safe. Don't drink and drive.
Yes.
And I will see you all next year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everyone.